To our colleagues in the Senate, magandang hapon. This is to sponsor Senate Bill number 1281 under Committee Report number 23, an act instituting the Farmers and Fisherfolk Enterprise Development Program of the Department of Agriculture and for other purposes, otherwise known as or called the Sagip-Saka measure. This is in substitution of Senate Bill number 50. Mr. President, in 2011, this representation as chairman of the Committee on Agriculture visited on official mission Shandong province in China. Precisely, we went there to observe agricultural modern practices of China in that province, Mr. President. I noticed, Mr. President, during our 10-day stay in 4 areas, 4 cities in Shandong province, one evening, Mr. President, I was watching television in the hotel, and I noticed several CCTV, the China Central TV stations. It's actually the government station in China, and CCTV has several stations, one dedicated to education, one dedicated to the news, one dedicated to sports. And what I noticed, Mr. President, that evening as I was watching, one particular CCTV channel was dedicated to, if you will believe it or not, Mr. President, agriculture and national defense. I was wondering why agriculture and national defense was combined in one CCTV channel. The following day, Mr. President, I asked the representative of the Ministry of Agriculture, why is it that you have agriculture and national defense in one CCTV channel? And then he said, very simply, with 1.3 billion people, if your people are hungry, food security for us is national security. That's how important agriculture is to the Chinese People's Republic. So much so, Mr. President, that he said, if we cannot feed 1.3 billion people, he went on to say, we would have many Chinas. Because historically also, every time, as far as ancient China history is concerned, every time there is a famine, it is followed by regime change. And so, that is how important the Chinese government and the Chinese, the nation values agriculture. Mr. President, in 2012, when I was chairperson of the Committee on Congressional Oversight Committee on the Agriculture and Fisheries Modernization, I, together with Senator Sergius Menya, visited Thailand. Also, for the purpose of looking at latest farm technologies and farm practices in Thailand, Mr. President. In Thailand, Mr. President, the late king said that the backbone of the nation is the farmer. Again, putting a premium on agriculture and farming in their country. Which is to say that if the backbone is weak, Mr. President, then their nation cannot stand upright. Mr. President, I cite these 2 experiences in 2 different countries to compare and contrast to how we in the Philippines look at farming and agriculture. Mr. President, sa Pilipinas, sa halip na bigyan ng kahalagahan ang pagsasaka at pangingisda, hindi natin binibigyan ng importansya at yung balita po nung isang araw na na-dismiss yung kaso laban sa dating undersecretary ng agriculture na fertilizer scam, talaga pong nakakalungkot na hindi na nga binibigyan ng importansya at halaga ang ating mga magsasaka, hindi tulad sa ibang bansa ay ninanakawan pa at hindi pa makakamit ng katarungan. Mr. President, dito sa Pilipinas, ang tingin natin at tingin na rin ng mga magsasaka sa sarili nila ay mababa lamang. Sabi nga nung isang magsasaka, ako'y magsasaka lamang. Sabi pa nga niya, kausap niya yung kanyang anak, 3 o 4 ang kanyang anak. At sabi po niya sa isang anak niya, total anak, mahina ka naman sa math. huwag ka na mag-college, dito ka na lang, ikaw na lang ang magsaka. Ibig sabihin, yung mga magagaling doon pupunta sa kolehiyo, yung hindi magaling dito na lamang sa sakahan. Nakakalungkot na napakababa ng tingin natin ng ating mga sarili sa ating pagsasaka. This is precisely why, Mr. President, this measure, the act instituting the Farmers and Fisherfolk Enterprise Development Program of the Department of Agriculture and for other purposes, is about addressing the poverty that has long plagued our farmers and fisherfolk. It is about having an integrated approach to agriculture and fisheries development with a goal of improving the lives, the incomes, and livelihoods of the principal stakeholders, the farmers and the fisherfolk. Mr. President, in the confirmation hearing of Secretary Piñol yesterday at the Commission on Appointments, he said that the average farm income today is 4,000 pesos a month. That is around 48,000 pesos a year. NEDA statistics show that for a family, an average family's income to be able to provide for basic needs on a monthly basis is a little over 6,000 pesos. In other words, if you're earning 4,000 pesos a month and you need to have 6,000 pesos a month to meet your daily needs, clearly our farmers are not being able to meet their daily needs. They remain poor. Mas mabuting buhay, kabuhayan at mas mataas na kita para sa ating magsasaka at mangingisda. Yan ang nais nating makamit sa pamamagitan ng panukalang batas na ito. We need to cut the centuries-old chains that bind our farmers and fishers to poverty and all the attendant societal ills that it brings, such as crime, diseases, and social tension and unrest. We need to save agriculture and fisheries for the farmers and the fishers, for ourselves because we eat, and for our society because we want to end poverty among those who feed us. Sabi nga nung anak kong si Frankie, nung siya po nga, nabanggit ko na dito nung budget debates, uulitin ko po, nung siya po ay 9 years old. Sabi niya, we should treat our farmers like our parents because they're the ones who feed us. Kailangan natin sagipin ang pagsasaka at pangingisda sa pamamagitan ng pagsagip sa mga magsasaka at mangingisda. The idea behind the bill is to institutionalize the Sagip-Saka program, and I will explain this later, and bring all the inputs farmers and fishers need so that they can organize themselves. Learn the full value chain from production to financing, to crop insurance, to technologies, and to business development, particularly marketing, and apply all these and improve their standard of living and their incomes. The Farmers and Fisherfolk Enterprise Development Program builds on and consolidates the principles of the Agriculture and Fisheries Modernization Plan and the Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development Plan. Integrated and comprehensive are the two adjectives that best describe the bill, as it brings together government and the private sector to help enable farmers and fisherfolk and fishers for them to grow. Mr. President, average age ng farmers is 56 years old, average income, wala pa hong 50,000 pesos a year, at ang average educational attainment, grade 4. Kung hindi ho tayo magkakaroon ng aktibong intervention, ika nga, sa pagsuporta sa kanila, ay mananatili po silang naghihikahos. If we do not actively intervene and provide the necessary support system for our farmers, considering their plight, they will remain poor and we will continue to be a country plagued with poverty. This program seeks to end the practice of separate agriculture and fisheries programs and bring a holistic, multi-sectoral approach to providing what our farmers and fishers need. Halimbawa, kailangan ng karaniwang Pilipinong magsasaka hindi lang matutong mag-multi-crop, kailangan din niyang mag-alaga ng baka o baboy o manok, kailangan niyang matuto ng basic accounting at bookkeeping, kailangan niyang malaman ng market. Pero ngayon, hiwa-hiwalay ang mga programang ito. Layo nitong panukalang batas na magkaroon ng pagtutok sa magsasaka at mangingisda pag-isahin ang mga programang kailangan ng magsasaka at mangingisda depende sa marami niyang mga pangangailangan para makaahon siya sa kahirapan. From the norm of subsistence farming, which is the general rule today among our farmers, we must move away from this norm and move towards farm enterprise management and development. The bill seeks to mobilize capital to the producer, the farmer and the fisher folk. Naalala ko ang kwento ng isang magsasaka sa Maguindanao. Siya po ay nagtatanim ng kalabasa, 1 hektarya at kalahati ang kanyang lupain. Ang benta sa kanya, ang bili sa kanya ng middleman ay 5 piso 1 kilo ng kalabasa. Pero yung wet market na wala pang kalahating oras mula sa kanyang sakahan, pagka bumili na ay 25 pesos na 1 kilo. Times 5, wala pang kalahating oras ang layo. Pero kanino napupunta yung times 5? Hindi po sa magsasaka. Pero sino po ang naghirap? Sino po ang nagbanat ng buto? Yung farmer po, pero talaga hong binabarat. We will be able to do capital mobilization to the producer through a multi-sectoral approach. The government, the private sector, the local government units, farmer and fisher groups working together with the government, creating the environment conducive to investments in agriculture and fisheries. Government, through its various agencies, shall mobilize resources around farmers and fishers to build their capacity. Through various incentives and exemptions, including in the procurement and taxation processes, both government and private sectors shall be encouraged to directly purchase from accredited farmers and fisherfolk cooperatives and enterprises. For instance, the feeding program of the DSWD and can now buy directly from farmers and fishers. And I believe the Pagkaing Pinoy Act will likewise provide the markets for our farmers, because governments and the LGUs could be allowed to buy directly from the farmers and the fisher folk and their enterprises. Mr. President, Sagip Saka was a program we launched when we were chairman of the Committee on Agriculture in 2010. We partnered with the private sector, we partnered with the local governments. One such partnership was with Jollibee Foundation. Jollibee Foundation would purchase 60% of its requirements of onions to a farmers cooperative, for example, in San Jose City, Nueva Ecija. Because they started in 2008. The first purchase of Jollibee with the Kalasag Farmers Cooperative was 60 tons. They did not buy all, the 100% yield or harvest of the farmers. They allowed the farmers to bring 40% of their produce to the markets. After 4 years, Mr. President, they were already harvesting 240 tons of onions. Today, Mr. President, the same farmers organization, the same partnership with the private sector, with the Jollibee Foundation, they are now harvesting 500 tons. It used to be 30 hectares, they are now 50 hectares. Yung mga magsasaka nung Kalasag Farmers Cooperative, kung hindi motorsiklo, meron na silang motorsiklo, meron na silang tricycle. Yung mga misis nung mga magsasaka, natubos na yung kanilang mga alahas dahil yun ang una nilang sinasanla para makapagpautang, para mapuno yung kanilang mga gastusin. Mr. President, also another partnership sa Sagip Saka was with Nestle Philippines, this time for coffee farmers in Bukidnon and Agusan. After 2 years of partnership with Sagip Saka, with our office, with the Department of Agriculture and Nestle Philippines, these farmers in Bukidnon and Agusan, after 2.5 years, had already doubled their income from coffee farming. Mr. President, we want to institutionalize private sector government partnerships and focusing and mobilizing resources around farmers, communities, and organizations. Ang ating magsasaka ang nagtatanim, pero hindi po sila ang tunay na nag-aani. Hindi pa. Sa pamamagitan ng panukalang batas na ito, nais nating maiangat ang kabuhayan nila. At pag nangyari na po yun, aangat na din ang kabuhayan at kasarinlan ng buong bayan. Maraming salamat po.